Welcome, and thank you for being a part of this amazing emergency management team. Today, we are looking at the Robert T. Stafford Act, but more importantly, Section 416 of this Act. Let's get started. So what is Section 416? The basic gist of this section is that it allows the President to offer counseling services to victims of disasters. More importantly, it trains disaster workers and helps to relieve mental health problems caused by or made worse by a disaster. The mission of the CCP is to assist individuals and communities in recovering from the effects of natural and human-caused disasters through the provision of community-based outreach and psychoeducational services. CCP supports short-term interventions. These include assisting disaster survivors in understanding their current situation and reactions, mitigating stress, and providing emotional support. This also includes encouraging linkages with other individuals and agencies who may help survivors in their recovery process. Funding for crisis counseling is available through two different grants. The first is the Immediate Services Program. This provides funds for up to 60 days of services immediately following a disaster declaration. The second grant is the Regular Services Program, which provides funds for up to 9 months following a disaster declaration. These two grant mechanisms are available to state mental health authorities and create the supplemental funding needed for crisis counseling. But who are these people? Let's meet Nick. Nick is a crisis counselor, and he is here to help you talk about your experiences and help you to manage stress. A disaster setting can be incredibly stressful. Nick also wants to help you find effective coping strategies and build resilience during these crazy times. Crisis counseling is not mental health treatment. I know it can get so confusing, so let's break it down. The main difference is how services are provided. As a crisis counselor, you do not diagnose, classify, or label people. You are there for emotional support. We are not doctors. Now that you know what we do, let's check out the key principles of the crisis counseling program. There are 3 of them. The main 3 principles are strengths-based, which just means we promote empowerment and recovery to victims, anonymous, going back to the idea of no labels, and outreach-oriented, meaning we go out into the affected communities with assistance instead of waiting for survivors to come to us. Our main goal and priority with the CCP is to help the affected community. We give victims the tools they need to cope with what happened and to move forward into a sense of normalcy. Pretty amazing if you ask me. The services offered work to promote the principles we just discussed. Individual and group counseling helps survivors understand their reactions and cope with the trauma, either one-on-one or with a group from your community. Supportive and educational is general support and explaining to the community the range of resources and services that are available for them. Networking and working with the media are just a couple of the ways crisis counselors can get the message out about these resources. It's all about your hard work. There are still rules to follow, however, to get this federal aid. Evaluations and site visits ensure that everyone is working towards the main goal and to correct any questionable activities, while regular progress and financial reports hold everyone accountable and ensures that all resources are being properly allocated to those in need. It is because of each and every one of you that we work the way we do, and it is now up to each and every one of you to continue to foster the principles of our organization. Who will you help today? Many actors work together to make this all happen. The Center for Mental Health Services, Emergency Mental Health and Traumatic Stress Services, and FEMA all work together through an interagency agreement. Because of this cooperation, victims are able to get the help they need in the most efficient way possible. After reviewing the mission, principles, and outcomes of Section 416, it is up to all of you emergency personnel to make it happen. Remember that we are here to offer emotional support and to assist victims of the community, not to treat them. We will work tirelessly to help everyone recover and move forward. Let's get to work.
Created using Powtoon.